Hello, welcome to today's Friday Professional Learning on Demand. My name is Courtney De La Cruz. I'm the Innovation Leader for Pre-K through 2nd grade. Before we get started, if you haven't already done so, make sure you follow us on Twitter at InnovateCISD. And if you're going to tweet out today, use the hashtag PlayPauseLearn, hashtag CastleberryISD, and hashtag Remote Learning. All right, guys, today's topic is going to be EdPuzzle. Now, EdPuzzle has been around for a while, so if you've already used it, they have added some new features that's super exciting. If you've never used EdPuzzle before, it's a great way to make your videos interactive and add some multiple choice or open-ended questions to them. What's really exciting is you can use YouTube videos and they don't get blocked on the student devices. All of the ads are removed from those as well. So what we're going to do is you're going to go to edpuzzle.com. Again, that's edpuzzle.com. If you don't have an account already, you're going to hit the blue sign up button. It's free. If you already have an account, hit login. Now when your students log in, they're going to select I'm a student. For this, we're going to select I'm a teacher. You're going to enter the email address that's associated with your account and the password, and then hit login. Now, if you've used EdPuzzle before, this is going to be all the videos that you've made. If you've never used EdPuzzle, this is going to be empty for now, but don't worry, you'll fill it up soon with plenty of videos. And some popular channels that EdPuzzle uses is, of course, their own library, YouTube, Khan Academy, National Geographic, and TED Talks. If you notice right here where it says school, if you click on that, it'll show you everyone that's connected at your school. And then EdPuzzle has also created their own curriculum that you can also view content for. Now our first step is to create a class. That's where all your students are going to go to get their assignments and submit them. So at the upper right hand corner, hit My Classes, and then you're going to find the button that says Add New Class. And then you're going to create that new class. You're going to enter the name. So I'm just going to call this a test class, but enter a name. Here's a good place to put description if you do teach more than one period or subject matter. And then I always select the classic view or classic type. That's the one where the students have to log in, and that saves all their data and all their progress. If you hit open, it will allow students to go in and do a particular assignment and practice, but it doesn't save the data. And then you can select that box for EdPuzzle to generate nicknames. But again, I'm going to select that classic one. Hit Create Class. Now, obviously, I don't have any assignments yet, and I don't have any students yet. So what I would do is hit on Students. It does give you that class code. And then hit Invite Students. And that's going to give you that same code and also a link, and put both of those in your Canvas course and have students click on that, and then they'll join right into your class. The second step is you're going to want to go ahead and create your first lesson. So now go to Content, and you're going to pick whatever channel you want to use. I always go to YouTube, because especially in elementary school we watch a lot of YouTube videos for learning. And then I'm going to put in counting by 5. So say that's what we were learning, counting by 5s. Excuse me. So here, all these YouTube videos will pop up. And I happen to know that in my class, we used to watch this counting by 5 video, especially at a brain break time, because it had some dancing and movement in it as well. So I'm going to click that box, and a menu comes up, says Edit, Copy or Unselect, and I want to edit the video. Now notice the video is 3 minutes and 18 seconds long, and I don't really need to have that long of a video. So I'm going to drag this bar. Oops. After it starts, I'm going to drag this bar, and it's going to kind of allow me to skip this introduction part. So I want it to start right here. And then I'm going to go ahead and take some time off the end as well, because it has the ending part of the little kids dancing. And so I'm going to stop it right there. So now my video time is 1 minute and 59 seconds. The second thing I want to do is I might want to add a voiceover. So videos that allow you to add voiceover, this will be red, where you could hit to start recording. Not all YouTube videos will allow you to do this voiceover feature, but if it is available, it will be read, and you can hit that start recording button. This allows you to put in some audio explanation if it needs further explanation for your students. The last step is the questions. So here on the questions, you can do a multiple choice, open-ended, or you can add a note. And this is actually something that's new. If you want to put a note that kind of brings attention to a certain concept for your students, you can do that. And all you're going to do is bring it all the way back to the beginning, because we don't want to be at the end. And it's going to start with 5. And then you're going to pause it. And each time you pause it, you can put a question in. So I want a question right here. It already had the number 5. So maybe I would ask my students a question like, what number comes after 5 when skip counting by 5s? And then this is where I'm going to put the choices. Now it defaults to 2, but you can add an answer choice. I like to have 3. And so maybe I'd put 15 here. I'd put 5 here, and I put 10 here. And then I'm just going to change. So I know this one's wrong, that one's wrong, and this one's right. So I'm happy with my question. Before we move on, I do want to point out you can add a link or a photo to your question and your answers if that might help with jogging the student's memory, or if there's just a graphic that you want them to think about when they're answering. So that feature is available now as well, to add a link or add a photo. So I'm happy with my question. I'm going to hit save. And you'll notice it puts a little dot down below. It lets me know that this is where my question is. And it also reminds me what my question was, tells me this is what I said my answer was. If I need to edit it, I can. If I don't like the question, I can delete it. Or I can hit continue. 10. Again, if I wanted to add a question there, I would just pick my question I want to add and do those same steps. When I'm done and I have all my questions that I want, I'm going to hit finish. This right here on to do is going to tell you every point in the video that there's a question. So maybe I put one at 1 second, I put one at 30 seconds, I put one at 1 minute. It's going to show me all the questions here. I can also play the video, and it's going to stop at my questions. Remember, your questions are marked with that little teardrop. And then when you're happy with it, you can go to assign it. So remember, the class that we created was a test class. So you're going to click on the class that you want to assign it to. It defaults to assign all. But when you have students in your class, you can assign it to different students, especially if it's a differentiation assignment or if it's a reteach kind of check-in. So assign it to individual students or assign it to everyone. If you notice over here, you can change the start date. So maybe I don't want to assign this until tomorrow. So I'm going to hit on the 22nd, and then I'm going to hit save. And I want it to be due, so I want them to have it done by, say, next Friday, the 29th. And then hit save again. So it's going to start tomorrow. It's due on the 29th. Now, the nice thing is it doesn't go away. If they do it after the 29th, it just puts late by it. I always put prevent skipping on. This way they don't skip through the video. They do listen to everything and the questions. And then if you need to turn on closed captioning, you can do so as well. And then hit assign. Now, your video is going to go to the students tomorrow. It's going to tell them that it's due on the 29th. You don't have, they can't skip any part of it. And I didn't turn on my closed captionings. So after they do the video and they see it, you're going to want to make sure that you grade it, especially if you have open-ended questions. So to do that, you're going to go to your gradebook. And I'm going to actually click on this class because I do have students in here. So you notice this one right here already has a grade. This is going to tell you the students. It's going to tell you their total score out of 100, how long they've spent on things. It's going to tell you if they've completed it. So you know that they've completed it, for instance, because it'll either have a grade or the 3 dots, which means it needs to be graded. And if they haven't done anything, it's going to just be blank. And this is a great way where you can click on it and send them a reminder. So this one's already graded, but on this one, it needs to be graded because we had some open-ended questions. So you're going to click on those dots. You can tell that he only watched 40% of the video, so he didn't even finish everything, and he only answered one question. And then he didn't finish it, so he didn't turn it in. So you can essentially tell him, hey, you need to go back and look at that and finish the assignment, trying to just remind him. Also, if you notice, you can give partial credit if you want to, put the points in. You can say it's wrong, it gives them 0 points, or it's right, it'll give them 100 points. So this is right, and then you can leave a feedback comment as well. So maybe you want to say great job and give a comment. And next time that he logs in, he's going to see that comment that you left for him. And he can also have a comment come back. So again, move down to the next one. He got it right, so he's going to get a check. If you want to leave some feedback, you can. And on this one, he also got it right. This was an automatic graded one because it was multiple choice. So they already graded it. And then it tells you the ones that he didn't answer. So he didn't answer the last 2. When you're done, just click back on Gradebook. And now you can see it has a red line. It's showing you that it's not completed, but that you did grade what was there. This one does have that green line, shows you that everything's completed with the final grade. And then when you're ready, just go back to content and create another lesson and keep sending them out to the kids. And that's going to be EdPuzzle. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it and learned something new about EdPuzzle. Super fun way to get your kids involved with the videos and to also put in some check for understanding questions and to see where they might need some extra help. Guys, go ahead and scan the QR code here or go to the tiny URL, play, pause, learn, and fill out the survey for the to win one of these prizes right here for watching the professional learning today. Thank you very much. Bye.